Hang on a second. Hang on a second.
He's fine.
Well, we're gonna.
Oh, you gotta open the other door.
Open the door. Let some more sunlight in. This is the part of.
This came out of straw.
Oh, yeah, 757.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, about 4 years ago we got it, Steve.
About 2015, I believe. So about 8-9 years ago, yes.
Well, I remember getting the newsletter when they were bringing it. We didn't have it.
Watch yourself. There we go.
Yeah. We brought it back from Pennsylvania, and the engine's been
Now we
touched
got her in here.
up.
We're
Like the
doing
white
some
paint
we're
on
doing
it.
some maintenance work on it right now. So you probably see some of the parts are marked here. So we're just going to be doing some exterior work on her. So that's why we don't have her out this year.
That is amazing.
Because one time we
Got
had
the tender behind it too, so the whole thing's
all like the videos.
Be careful.
Careful. I don't know the name, but you could.
That's right. A couple more. One more step. There you go. Then up here we got the builder's plate. Lima Locomotive Works built this in 1944. So it's a World War II weapon. So it's
World War II veteran, basically. Wow. That's so cool. It is.
So technically, what we're working on is just basically a cosmetic restoration. We're not going to get it fully operational. We're just doing cosmetic restoration. So basically, we're going to be taking parts off of it, redoing and put it back together. So clean, yeah, scaling, needle scaling, repainting. Watch your step. I can walk you up here, okay?
Okay.
I do, yeah, just watch your step up here, folks. Please be careful.
Oh, yeah.
We got a lot of the components missing out of the cab here, so watch your step in here. I'll keep you from walking into the tender here. We got the opening of the... So basically a lot of the gauges and instrumentation we've got taken out of the locomotive right now, and that we're getting everything in storage right now until we get it put back together. But this is the stoker for the coal going into the firebox. We got the firebox doors open.
Wow, there's a lot. Unlike when you're in the Green Bay Museum, you've seen all those controls for the big boy. That's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see, we've got all the original controls and everything for this thing, but everything we're stripped everything out so we can work on the cab here also.
Wow.
We did put in temporary electrical lighting in here, so like at Christmas time or whatever, we'll take her outside when we have the Christmas run, and we got temporary wiring in here. We can wire up the headlights and the class lights, things like that. We even put a set of Christmas lights on it.
Nice.
And once in a while, we'll have Santa Claus sitting in the seat of the locomotive.
Oh, fun.
Nice. Oh, wow.
We're working on it.
They're not making any new parts for it.
Oh, no.
It's a machine shop or no shop.
Yeah. Well, what makes this one unique is
Where my YouTube channel?
this is a typical.
We literally noticed that some of the floor was a little
5 miles
some of it,
temperature.
so we literally stripped everything out of the hose.
Well, let's up at 20 miles an hour. Go 5 miles.
Yeah. Were the Timkins made in
But the original wheeling right here was found in 1902. It got purchased by the military.
Yeah, you know how long cosmetic surgery takes.
Yeah.
I'm going to Cleveland.
Yeah. Oh, we know about one particular resin one. It's taking forever.
filling over it and then the lens over the top of that. And that's 1952. And I found out I can actually get parts to fix that. I was in Kidron, Ohio, which is down in Amish country, south of Canton. LED bulbs were replaced, and then this one's a standard regular bulb. We got to replace that one when we get a chance. But this is what we use for our Christmas ride. I did that last year, and then this is the one I was doing this winter. 2 winters ago I did that, and then this past winter I'm doing this one. This one's a nickel plate style signal. That one is a Pennsylvania style signal, the round one with the angle lights. And this is pretty much what they all. Warren, Ohio had theirs.
You gotta fabricate loyalty somehow.
Yeah, they're all different.
That's so cool.
So, and then this is just for my furnace, and they have another bench up there. We can actually sit about 30 people in here. And then this originally was a bunk for 4. So you had 1 bunk, 2 bunk, then there was a bunk on top, and then the 4th one was over there, and then up in the corner was a table and the desk for the crew to eat, and then the stove was here to cook with. And then this caboose is a little unique in that it has windows at the ends, where normally they don't.
Oh, okay.
But New York Central one.
How are you gonna do it?
We're gonna paint it this color green.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. New York Central.
New York Central green.
Yeah. That's what I figured.
And it's gonna have the big New York Central Herald on the end of it.
Nice. What's your name?
Mike.
Mike?
Mike, and
Thank you.
my brother Steve over there.
Okay. Thanks for letting us look at that.
The side rods are on here because during World War II, nobody had copper. And you needed copper to build electric traction motors to drive the engines, because this is a diesel engine and it's running a generator. It's behind the door. Right here is the generator. And behind, this is the air compressor here, but behind it's the generator. So you're running a generator to make 600 volt DC to run the electric traction motors, which is what trolley cars and everyone else use. To save money, the government said, well, just put a traction motor here and a traction motor there, and they connect it with an iron connecting rod, so now you got an 8-wheel drive engine. So it's an all-wheel drive, but only 2 of them have traction motors on it. But it's kind of neat to watch this thing run because it looks like a steam engine with that rod going up and down, connecting the wheels together. But this is one of the few that was built that way. So L3 and L2 have the traction motors on them, and L4 and L1 are just idler axles, but they're driven by the connections.
So if you had all the copper you wanted, you'd have 4.
Yes,
4 motors.
if we had all the copper we wanted, you'd have 4 traction motors. But war shortage. And then the same thing, like, let's build more diesel engines. Well, diesel engines need that. If you build this, I don't need copper for traction motors. So they kept building steam engines during the war because cast iron was cheap. All you got to do is dig it out of Minnesota, send it to Lima, Ohio, melt it, and poof, you got a steam engine.
Not quite that simple.
Not quite that simple. Yeah. Short story. But it was easy to keep building what we know how to build.
Okay.
And then this was a war unit to haul freight to keep the war going, or troops, new troops or whatever. But this is generally a freight hauler. Does that have a number on that? Oh, it does. I was right. 22,000 gallons of water and 23 tons of coal. And then this is all the water back here in the back end. And then the front end was the coal, and then that's what my grandfather used to work on, that thing's over there. My grandfather was the little nickel plate road putt-putt car, the little yellow thing there.
Yeah.
It's got cables and all kinds of junk on it, just sitting there. Theoretically it runs, we haven't had it out in 10 years, but that's what the track crews used to go pound spikes. That was a little thing to run up and down the rails. And that's what my grandfather did. My grandfather was a track pounder. And some of them, yeah, you pull the handle out, guy on each side to pick it up, turn it around, go the other way. So the 4-man crew could pick this thing up and turn it around, put it back on the rails, or you pick it up and you move it off to the side so the train can go by. And then you pick it up and put it back on. It's a little 2-cylinder gas engine. Yeah, gasoline engine.